What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Lounge podcast. I am one of your hosts of this show. I am Mr. Shaun Ellis.
Yo, this your boy Hassan.
And we are back for episode number 6.
Yeah, I believe, six. We ain't got that many.
So, yeah, we 6. So, we're on episode number 6.
Sites.
Spanish, 6. In Spanish, that's 6, I think. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that part. I don't remember a lot of Spanish class, but I remember that.
I don't think it's pronounced like that, but
It's 6.
Say it. Go ahead.
6.
No, I'm talking about do the whole numbers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay,
9,
right.
10.
Yeah,
Yeah, boy, yeah.
You know a little bit of something.
A little bit. It's been about 15, 20 years.
It's my bad. Scoot your way. Excuse me.
Shit about okay, never mind. Go ahead.
What's good, y'all? Man, good to be back with another episode for y'all. Man,
yeah, back. Been a minute.
Been a minute. Sorry for not having an episode last week. Technical difficulties, but you know how that is. But we back for y'all, bringing y'all some good content this week, man.
You back down like SmackDown.
Man, before we get started, man, I want to go ahead and just shout somebody out real quick. As you see with this shirt, Black King. This is a shirt that I got from my homie Deanna. You can get this shirt and plenty more shirts that she has on her website. And the website will be in the description below. It's www.ljkstyles.com. And you can also follow the company as well on IG at LJK_styles at IG. Go ahead, head up. Website is pretty dope as well. Go ahead, support, buy black, how we do on here. So yeah. So man, Shaun, I see what you got on, brother. What you got on over there?
Yeah, definitely. And shout out Miss Clark. That's my buddy, man. She got a dope clothing line, like Hassan said. So definitely support. She doing her thing right now. But man, happy Black History Month, by the way, too. I mean, y'all know we should have a whole year, but we gonna go ahead and take the month, I guess. The shortest month.
We ain't taking that month. We got the whole year. We got the whole
year. Without us, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? The culture, we represent the culture. We do a damn good job at it.
Preach.
So happy Black History Month, guys. Happy Black History Year or whatever. So today, I got my Black Power shirt on, the Black Fist. This is multi alumni. This is Big Crits clothing line. I got a few items like this. So I just thought today would be a good day to just kind of bring this out. It's the Black Fist on the chest, and I got the glove on the arms. So Hassan will put everything in the comments below. But yeah, man. But yeah, happy February. We back at it again, guys. This is Super Bowl week.
Super Bowl week.
What you think,
how you feeling, man? You good?
I'm cool. I'm good now, man.
You sure?
I'm past. Yeah, I'm fine.
You cried it out?
Nah. I ain't cried out, man. It was just, how it goes. It's just one of them years, man. But we good though. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna forever have this in the background, better than the damn Bears. I'm my nerves, bro. Oh.
Bears making some moves, man.
Bears ain't doing shit. They're not doing a damn thing. But who you rolling with, man? Like what you thinking?
Honestly,
the old goat or the new goat? Like
I'm going with the new goat.
It's hard for me to even say it. The old goat. Why is this motherfucker still playing, man?
Damn. I can't stand Tom Brady for nothing. So
I respect him though, man. I respect him. To be 43 throwing the ball like that, man.
Yeah. But no, we going with Pat Mahomes.
We're going Mahomes. Yeah. It's gonna be a good game though, but
I hope it's a blowout. I hope Kansas City blow their ass out.
The only reason why I don't think it's gonna be a blowout is because the Bucs got a good defense. That's the only reason why. And Mahomes a little beat up, but I think ultimately they're gonna win the bowl. I really hope you do because
for sure.
Let's get the young black kid another ring real quick.
I swear, right? I hope they don't cheat him out of it. So we know how that is.
Yeah, definitely. We got to go ahead and do our tradition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. So before we do that, got a little surprise. I ain't want to tell you until today. So tell everybody, I want to let everybody know, on the podcast that, as you guys know, I was, working on getting my real estate license, everything like that. So today I'm officially a realtor.
Oh, snap.
So I'll be with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. So once I have my contact information, I'll go ahead and provide you guys with it. So yeah, so
congratulations, bro. Why I forget you had an interview?
I did, got it. So join the team today. So celebrating.
That boy got the Corvette. Okay, I'm blind. I can't see shit.
So we're gonna celebrate here.
Man, congratulations, bro.
Shit. Hopefully this mud don't spill. Oh, there we go.
You almost fucked something up.
I did. So
ain't got no fancy shit like that. Y'all know what I'm rolling with.
Well, you've been drinking that shit for 2 years.
It's getting down, though. Look, it's getting down.
It ain't went down from nowhere.
It's half. Look,
bro, it's the same place where it was before.
Oh, whatever. Damn your ass.
So normally we do a shot, but
I'll do the shots here.
Go ahead. I can do a shot of this.
A shot of what?
I can do a shot of this.
Nah, bro. Yeah, how we do things around here.
What? So should I just go ahead and get a regular shot? Get a regular shot.
Yes, please. Can you do that?
All right.
And don't take all day neither.
I'm not gonna take all day. It's really right here. I can just grab it right here. You know I got the bar.
Okay.
So, all right, hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Talk.
While we wait on him to come back. Shut up. While we wait on him to come back, yeah, I ain't got too much going on, guys. I've been working hard. I've been watching a lot of Insecure lately. It's a great show. I'm mad I'm so late with it, but it's a great show, guys. Check it out if you haven't already.
You talking about Insecure?
Yes, man.
Boy, you like 5 years late.
That's okay. You haven't seen none of it though.
That's all right.
It's great, man.
So now I'm with you now. I got the apple.
Cool. We in that joint. You almost done with yours.
I know because I drink.
Mine going down, boy.
No, it's not.
Look at it. Look, bro. Look how much I got left.
Okay. I'm going to post that. And you'll see it's the same shit.
Post it. Let's go.
All right. Here we go.
Brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Did they tell you when you start?
I got to go through the paperwork and everything, so probably next week.
Okay.
So.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the chill lounge now. Ooh. Yeah, so I had another question for you. Did you watch any of the versus battle with Keisha Cole and Shanti?
Honestly, I was in and out.
Mm-hmm.
They lost me when it was like an hour wait for it to start.
Yeah.
Then Keisha took another hour to sit her ass down.
Yeah.
So I was like in and out. I ain't really completely watch it, but I heard that what's her name won?
Who?
Not Keisha.
Shanti?
Shanti, yeah. I can't believe I forgot the name. Oh my God.
My old middle school.
But I was in and out of it. I saw some stuff. Both of them was looking good. So.
Oh my goodness. Yes, they was.
I know you got a crush on Shanti.
I do, but honestly, that night Keisha bought the game, bro. Like, oh no, I posted on Facebook. I'm like, it's gonna be some nip slippage somewhere in here. I was waiting on it too. I was like, when she got up and did that little dance, I was like, uh-oh. I was like, here it is, about to happen. But I didn't get lucky like that. I am a creep. I am a creep. But they said Keisha Cole was mad about something. Like, what did that come to?
She said that she was mad something with how the setup was. like the mics and everything. So,
because I thought people
because she was there, but I guess the setup wasn't right.
Right.
So I know that she later apologized for it. So
yeah, she did. I thought she was like going through it with her guy or something. Like I thought it was like
it seemed like it, right? He's about to
did.
slide in her DM, wasn't you?
Nah, man, she wasn't gonna never answer me back. I'm just a regular old Smo, man.
You said a who?
I'm a regular Joe Smo, man. I ain't nobody special.
I thought you said something else.
No, you said. But man, speaking of relationships, brother.
Yes.
We got a real good topic for the day.
I think we might get in our bag with this one today. We always have these discussions.
Mm-hmm.
So
always.
I think it's like a discussion we should bring it here to our audience.
To the platform, correct.
So we were talking and we thinking like, hey, maybe we should do a series on certain parts of relationships. So the one series we're gonna start with, and we're gonna start off with the ladies first.
As always.
Calm down. Ain't nothing like that. So it's mainly just something to help out the ladies out there. So we decided to, not to make this long because it'll honestly be like a 2-hour podcast. We did that. So we're going to talk about 3 things that women should look for in a man. So it's going to be a little twist though. Shaun is going to do the 3 things that women should look for in a man. I'm going to do a list of what women should take off their list, just to make it a little bit interesting.
Oh yeah, we always got to add that twist.
Yeah. So so Shaun, kick us off, man.
So the funny thing about this is, so we giving y'all game because we've been in the game for a minute. So
yeah,
ladies,
been in the game notes. For a minute. I've had 3 whole tours, Shaun.
This man stay talking. I've had none. Okay, I quit because I told you that I was gonna talk shit on this episode. So.
And no, you ain't gonna talk shit. All right, look, the shit. I ain't even finna put you out like that. Go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You sure finna try to go there. But no, the funny thing about this is, just to let the listeners know, this was probably our first podcast episode we wanted to do.
Very first podcast episode,
like I'm talking about
2019.
19, yeah. This is the first one we wanted to do, and we was at Glenn's house.
Yeah, we recorded. The shit was so good, but the mic we had was really trash.
Good. We had one mic, 3 niggas, 1 mic, and the mic was small too. I'm like, and the sound was horrible. So I'm glad that we able to bring this back up again. Minus Glenn this time, but we'll get him on one of these subjects sooner or later. But you want me to kick it off?
Go ahead, man. Kick it off. I think it's fair for you to kick it off.
Okay. So the hard thing about this is it's hard to even condense this list to 3 things. So it's not going to be in any particular order. And it's not the only thing that women should look for in a man. So what I'm saying what I think the 3 most important things are to me that women should look for. So to kick that list off real quick, I'm going to say the number 1 thing is try to find a God-fearing man. I think that's important when you're trying to look for a mate. I think that's extremely important. You want to look for somebody that has that they can guide, they can lead, they can be a protector. You want to look long term when you get into some of these relationships. I think if you don't, you kind of setting yourself up for failure. And when I say that, I'm not saying put so much into it just in case it backfires on you, but these are some things that you want to kind of look for in the beginnings of a relationship. Can this man lead my household? can he be a provider? Can he protect? If I have children, can he take care of the children? Um, can he pay bills? Can he pay the mortgage? So it's just it's things like that. You really want that God fearing man to bring in that attitude into the household. Um, is he a praying man? Can he pray for you? Will he pray for you? Will he pray with you? So that's like the number one thing for me. Um, I look at it as like an umbrella. I've always looked at God being first, and then the man prays, and the man prays for his family, and he ultimately, you know what I'm saying, uh, looks out for them, and he takes guidance from God, and he leads his family in the proper way. So women first look for a man that prays for you, prays with you. Um, that's extremely important, especially in today's society, because it's always a knock on men that men don't lead anymore. We don't provide, we don't protect. Well, we need to kind of ladies need to kind of get out of that mold, and you have to start kind of testing these men, and making sure that they're not feeding you a earful of you know BS. So you kind of got to test that right off the bat. Make sure he is a praying man. Make sure he's a man of God, and I think that kind of kicks it off when you're in search of a boyfriend or future husband. I think that's one of the first things you should look for.
All right. So what's number 2, brother? I'm gonna let you go ahead. I'm gonna let you cook.
Okay,
no,
my bad.
I'm gonna let you cook.
Okay, my bad. Okay.
You got the ball. You got the ball. ISO. Go ahead.
Okay. I would say number 2 for me would be communication. Very important in any type of relationship, whether it's a relationship, a marriage, a friendship. Communication is so important.
Right.
And even us going back to episode 1 when we were talking about toxic masculinity traits, some men just aren't used to communicating or uh, being vulnerable to actually say that they're having an issue, um, or whatever the case may be. You want somebody to communicate with you, um, just because something could be bothering them, and something can be going wrong in the relationship. And sometimes what guys tend to do, we kind of back off of the problem or whatever the issue is, and what it does is it kind of builds up into anger, and then you kind of spew it out on whoever the person that you're with. You do not want to be with a person that doesn't communicate. Um, just for the simple fact is because you never get anything resolved.
Right.
Like nothing is resolved um, out of poor communication. Um, Stop talking to the guy that take 3 or 4 days to send you a text back or send you or give you a call back. I think that's important too. And some women, I know some women that'll sit and wait and wait and wait. And when is he gonna call? When is he gonna text? That's bad communication. If he's having an issue and he brings something's wrong with him in time, that time frame, that's poor communication. I've always been the type to say let's alleviate the problem. Well, I haven't always been the type, but I've learned over the years that let's kind of alleviate the problem right here and there. I'm gonna tell you if I have an issue with something, or it don't even have to be an issue all the time. It could be something simple, like you have to. If you eventually you guys are gonna move in with each other, right?
Right.
So it's gonna be little things that come up, and you guys are gonna have to be in constant communication to make sure that you're on the same page with your partner. So communication is so important. Having that open line of communication with your partner, that's a great uh, thing to have access to. You don't never want to feel like you're always talking to yourself, or you got a better chance at talking to the toilet or talking to the wall to get a response. And I've been there before, but this is about women. I've been there. I've been there before, but that'll be the second thing. Having that clear, healthy line of communication, I think that is super important.
So wait, let me ask you this
Yes, sir.
question. So how could, and also this is going to the first question as well.
Okay.
So I know some women are going to ask, okay, how do we know if we have a man that is God fearing or that is great at communication? What are some things where they'll know that right off the bat?
I think really what it is, what it really boils down to is, are you about the action instead of the talk?
Mm.
I think that's where a lot of people, but I would say women more, I think they get caught up with the words,
right,
and not the action. So when I say that the way to test him, you have to put him into action. He has to put that into action to prove to you that he's a praying man or that he can communicate. For example, uh, I'll just use myself as an example. Uh, the the last person I dated, I would always pray over, our meals. If we would go out, I would always pray over our meals. I would pray with her on the phone. I would pray for her and her family. That's action. Now, if I just told her and I said, I'm a praying man, and I just left it at that, I'm not showing you any action. You just going off of hearsay. You going off of what I'm telling you.
Mm.
So it's about action. It's about actually implementing that into the relationship. The same thing with communication. I just use the example of a guy not really talking to you that much during the week. You hear from him every couple of days, and that's just one form of communication.
Yeah, because I was about to ask you, like, excuse me. Now, are you talking about communication with just talking or communication when maybe there's an issue going on, or even if like there's a situation where it may not be an issue, but you want to communicate to your partner on some things you may dislike or some things you may like.
Right. So go ahead. My bad.
No. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that's why I use those examples. I use the example of communication from a distance standpoint, I guess you would call that. Just in case if, like if somebody waits a couple of days to text you back or somebody waits a few days to call you back, that's poor communication. If you're trying to, if you can potentially see yourself spending the rest of your life with this person, that's poor communication. To me, it is.
So
And
let me ask you
also,
this. My bad. I just have like so many questions when it comes to communication.
Okay.
So when is that so are you talking about in the talking stage or the actual relationship stage?
I would say more in the dating stage, but those can be potential red flags in the beginning. If you're getting that in the beginning, those could be potential red flags going into the relationship.
So how is that? Because it's kind of like if you're in the dating stage. See, and I have an issue with people saying somebody is dating and then they're in a relationship, because to me, I feel like it's the same.
Oh, so you think okay?
Because I feel like dating in a relationship is the same, because it's like both you're just exclusive to each other. So and that's why I would like to separate it to the talking stage and then the dating / relationship stage.
Okay, so now that's interesting because I look at it kind of differently. I look at dating as, not to say that you can talk to as many people as you would want, but you're dating meaning that you might have interest in another person. Y'all don't have to be serious or anything, but it's they catch your interest on certain levels. Um, now what I will say is I think that's dating, but then I would say dating exclusively is something different. Now that's where I would say dating exclusively is just between you two. But I think that's more of a communication thing. You have to make that clear to that person. Like, okay, we're dating exclusively now. So I would say dating exclusively, relationship. So I think it's a middle. I wouldn't call it a gray area, but I think it's a middle part between dating and relationship. To me, I think so.
Honestly, like I don't
Because
want
you
to
can
go.
date.
I don't want to go into a
Okay,
tangent
all
just
right,
because it's like that's something that we definitely will talk about later
definitely,
on
definitely,
in
definitely.
another episode. The difference
Mm-hmm.
between dating and relationship. Because
Right.
just with me, it's kind of like if you really, break down both of them, it's the exact same thing. There's no gray area in that to me. Maybe other people feel different,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like if you're dating someone, it's not just, oh, we're going on a date to the movies and all that other stuff. It's like, no, you're saying you're dating because I've seen it where people get mad when it's like, oh, we're dating. How can you talk to somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's also, oh, we're just dating, so I can date multiple people. So it's kind of like,
So,
what
so
is
you
the
don't, you don't,
line drawn?
you don't think it's possible to date somebody just to uh, date them and then date I wouldn't say multiple people, but have an interest in someone else at the same time without having
Honestly,
the conversation.
I hate that. I hate the whole dating multiple people just because you're not really connecting with anybody. You're probably connecting with them just off of certain aspects that they may have. It could be something like, okay, this person is for good conversation. This person is for, we go out, we have a good time. This person is for, oh, they have sex. They sex is bomb. It's multiple things, multiple reasons why you're dating somebody, and then you're not really getting that connection with that one person. That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
like I hate the whole multiple dating thing.
Okay, so let me use this example real quick. Let's just say you're just talking to a one person,
Mm-hmm.
um, and you're not getting everything out of them that you.
Then I'm not dating that person. I'm just talking to them. Now, talking and dating, that's the difference. If I'm just talking to somebody and just getting to know them, then that's something different. But if I'm dating you, then we already done past the talking stage.
Mm-hmm.
I already done passed about what I know about you enough to be like, okay, I'm going to date / be in a relationship with this person.
Mm-hmm. So what I used to do, I would date a couple people at one time, maybe two or three people at one time, and then I would kind of give it time to see who I think was the best fit for me.
So why would you do that?
I think that at that point in time, I just felt like that was the best thing for me to do. Just to make sure that I was kind of making the right decision. Um, and then, but over time, what happens is you can tell like who's for you and who's not for you. You go see
So
little things throughout time like I'm not feeling that, and it's not like it's nothing that that person's doing, but it may not be something that you're looking for at that particular time.
so let me ask you this: out
Mm-hmm.
of those two or three people that you said you were talking to,
Mm-hmm.
what was it that made you put them in that list of those three? Why couldn't it be, you know what? I'm talking to this person. I'm seeing how they are. I'm getting to know them.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what they're about. So I'm not going to put them in that pool of just dating.
The thing with me is, and this is just me in particular. I'm not saying this the thing that you guys should do, but for me, I've always felt like it's a possibility that better is out there for me.
Okay.
So I kind of give myself a range. Uh, I wouldn't say a number, but I give myself a range of okay, maybe down the line I might find something that doesn't appeal or attract me with this person. And then it's always one of those things the other person could that you're potentially dating can come and attract something that you weren't really expecting. You be like, okay, well, I like this too. So with me personally, it's just always I've always said that it's a possibility that there could be better out there. So I would rather give it a chance with
Multiple people.
And I'm just multiple people. And I'm saying with dating. I'm not saying with a relationship, and I'm not saying with dating exclusively. I'm saying like just for me, like how I broke it down with being the definition of dating and dating exclusively. Like you said, you think it's the same thing. I view it just a little differently. So I always say kind of I've always been the type to say kind of cast your net a little bit and see, what you can potentially find. And I'm not saying go out there and get 10 people to date or whatever number fits for
so
you. Go ahead
I guess a little my mind, and like we gonna get back on this topic, but it's
okay.
just in my mind, I just can't understand the concept of.
But dating's so different.
Who are the
dating
people?
is so,
Like, who are the people you choosing? Like, because it's like you should know who this person is before you even consider dating them. Like, you shouldn't just be like, okay, here's Lisa. She cute and whatever. So I guess I'll put in the, me dating her. And then here's
Tiffany.
Tiffany. And why you say Tiffany?
I don't know. I just thought of a name.
Here's Tiffany, and whatever she thick. So I'm gonna put her like I don't like this. I guess it's more so of how do you?
It's a preference thing. It's really a preference thing, I think.
So the thing is like, what is your preference? What is something that your pre-screening is before you put them in the dating, and then you be like, okay, I'm gonna date them. I'm gonna see how they are.
Okay, let me give you an example. I ain't gonna say no names. I dated somebody one time, and we gonna talk about this in the episode too, about like dating apps and all that stuff. We gonna talk about that as well. But I'm gonna just touch on that a little bit. So
I'm gonna say this: I hate dating websites with the. I did them, and I have a certain reason why I don't like them. But whatever.
It's a new day and age. It's different now. It's a new day and age. But we're gonna talk about that. But for example, I was on a dating app, and this was a couple years ago, and I was talking to like 3 different women or whatever, and one of them was from out of town, and 2 of them were from here. So I was kind of entertaining the 2 here, like physically, like like when I say physically, meaning I could meet them face to face. The girl that was out of town, she had amazing attributes as a woman. But in the back of my head, previous to that, I had dated somebody from out of state as well. So that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And I was kind of like, and I shouldn't have put that on her. But at that moment in time, for me, I didn't want to deal with dating with somebody out of state anymore because it wasn't smooth. It didn't go right. It was rough. So I kind of played the elimination game. I'm like, she real cool, but these other 2, they closer, and I can get closer to them in other ways that I can't with her. So I kind of dropped off the list per se. I guess you could say that for that reason. And then with the 2 here, I kind of did the same thing, and I wanted to see who had the attributes that I was looking at, who had the personality traits, who um, who valued their time more, how they what did they do to kind of catch my eye, what could they do. So it's kind of like a process of elimination for me. So with maybe like a month or so of talking, I could kind of tell right then and there who I wanted based off of that. So for me, that's how I did it. I'm not saying that's the correct way to date. It's just I think people have their different preferences, and they want to kind of wait to see what transpires during that time. Because when you date somebody, you can pick up something within a couple days, a couple weeks, a month or so. You might see something that you might not like. And for me, that's when I start putting people in the back seat. Like, look, like I got somebody right here I really like. These 2, they in the back seat. I know it sounds messed up to say, but
hey, just for me, like, hey, go ahead.
But for me, that's just how I usually do it. But that's what works for me. And I kind of figure like, okay, well, if they can kind of live up to this expectation, then this is the one that I would want over the other. It's different, man. It's like everybody got their own thing of dating, man. Some people tell you that they'll date 10 people at one time, like, and be like, it's a process of elimination.
Yeah. All right, let's get back on track.
Okay, yeah. That's another.
I really want to get into this, but
yeah, definitely.
Let's keep on track. We'll talk about that in another episode. But I think he was on number 3. Go ahead.
Well, I was on number 3. And this is important. This is important. Women, ladies, date a man, not a boy. Okay. Now I'm gonna break that down to you real quick. Date the guy that believes chivalry is still alive. You want guys to open your door for you. You want guys that are gonna take you on dates consistently. You want guys that's gonna send you or bring you flowers. You want guys that are gonna communicate with you. Those are the type of guys you want. You want the guy that, and I'm not saying this is a must, but you want the guy that kind of has his own belongings, meaning he has his own car, he has his own place, he's responsible, he can pay his own bills, he's responsible. That's what you want to look for. Now, I'm not knocking anybody that don't have their own place or that don't have a car, because hell, it took me a long time to get to that level. Hell, it took both of us a minute to get our own place. I remember we got out of college, we were like, man, we finna get our own place. Like, we good. It took me a year or so to get my stuff together for me to get even put in that position. But you want the person that has access to come pick you up. You don't want the guy that is on the bus with $300 pair of shoes on. And I know in today's day and age, it's all about what you look like. It's about style. It's about who's fresh and who's not. Do people still say fresh? Swag, whatever. They say you got drip or whatever the case.
No, wait. Before you finish, I'm gonna play devil's advocate real quick.
Okay.
What if a guy doesn't want a car? He's cool with public transportation just because he may feel a certain way about the environment. Should he be discounted? Like, he has his own crib, all that stuff. It's just like, look, I don't want to drive because, I'm about the environment. I don't want to put that gas in the air.
Well, see, now that's more of a preference thing. And I'm saying that because most women that I've encountered, they don't like to drive like that. And I don't mind being playing chauffeur. I never do. Like, I drive wherever, you know what I'm saying? And
so what if he's cool, let's just get a Lyft or Uber. What if he's that?
That's fine. I guess you're gonna pay all that money for a Lyft and Uber every time y'all go out.
I mean, what if he got it?
Okay, if you got it, brother, go. Like, if you got it, hey, don't mind nothing I'm saying.
But now I'm just talking shit. Go ahead.
I know, I feel you. But I think you just wanna cast out those manly traits.
Yeah.
You don't want to, you know what I'm saying? The grown guy that still has a little boy mindset. You want the guy that's into stocks and bonds, not how many pair of Jordans he can collect or whatever. It's a mindset thing of being a man. It's a mindset thing. You have to really be dominant in that role as a man. So for me, those are my 3. What you think?
I think our listeners and viewers know. Of course, like, my closest friends know that I'm that guy that just thinks different.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
That I don't want to seem like a Debbie Downer or anything like that. I perfectly agree with you're saying for those three. Just with me, I don't think on the surface level of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't come up with three things that women should take off their list. I feel like these two that I have is enough. And it kind of combats with what you said with the last one. So my first one on the list. Of what they should take off. And again, I'm not thinking on the surface level. This is something that is in detail, and I feel like we as a people, even if it's in general, it goes for men and women.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have somebody that's nice on your list. That should be automatic. Who wants to date somebody that's not nice? Who wants to date somebody that's not a gentleman? Who wants to date somebody that's a shitty person? Why add that to your list? Why? You might as well add, I want to date a human being. You might as well add that then if you're going to say, I'm going to date somebody that's nice. And it's so crazy because a lot of women who I talk to, they will be like, man, I just want a guy that's nice. Didn't you know he was nice in the beginning or not nice in the beginning? Like how? Just like how women fall in the toilet because a man left the seat up. Did you just walk in the bathroom ass first?
That's a hell of an analogy.
Like, you should have known he wasn't nice in the beginning. I just know from me dating somebody, I'm generally nice. I'm a nice guy. Mm-hmm. But if I'm talking to somebody, I may be nice 10 times. But I'm generally nice anyway. But I might put a little extra sauce in some shit. So you mean to tell me that,
stir it up a little bit.
Yeah. Like, so you mean to tell me that that's just anybody anyway. When you first meet a person, they're going to show you their best, their best trait or whatever. They're going to show you them at your best and then give you the other shit later. Mm-hmm. So you mean to tell me that you didn't see this shit in the beginning? You didn't say, oh, he was nice at first and then no. You was like, oh, he wasn't nice. It's okay if he was treating you like shit in the beginning, you should have expected shit. So that's why I say take off being nice. That should already be automatic. Like,
and to piggyback off of that, what you just said, that goes back to what I said kind of about the action and the talk. You put on this certain persona for however long it takes you to get the person that you've been pursuing. And then all of a sudden, when you got to put the action in, she looking like, but you said you was this way. You said this, but he was saying this, but he wasn't showing you. So that's why I kind of started off saying, I think a lot of people in general and women kind of go off of guys that got all this talk. Sometimes people can talk and you might think in your head like, man, this sounds like the perfect person. But they got to show you that they're the perfect person. You got to put these guys.
And I'm going to say this. Man. And like I said, we're going to talk about this in another episode. Mm-hmm. As far as with dating. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I believe that instead of going, and let's just say a dating app. I hate dating apps for this reason. Because when you get on a dating app, your mentality is on relationships and dating. You're not focused on trying to get to know that person, who that person is for real. You're trying to know who that person is just to see if they're compatible with you. You're not getting that true person because, like I said before, everybody is putting on this whole facade and like they are like this. They want to put their best costume over. Mm-hmm. Be friends with that person first. Don't think of it as somebody is putting you in a friend zone. No, be friends with that person. Because honestly, Joe, if you really think about it, that person who you're just friends with, they're themselves. You'll see what type of person they are, how they are in their day-to-day life, how they take care of business, how they treat other people. You'll see all that shit instead of just let me try to look good for this person just because, I want to date them. And then after that, I'm going to act my real self. You'll see that. I have a lot of women friends. And it was like, I wasn't even trying to date them. It was just like, yo, you cool. I'm cool with you. Mm-hmm. And I will say this, look, I love y'all. I love all my women friends and I'm cool with. But I would not date y'all. I wouldn't, just because. And I love y'all. I love y'all to death. I just wouldn't date y'all just because. And it's no slack to them. It's just that certain things that I look for, they may not have. And I'm sure that things that they look for, I may not have. And that's cool. Mm-hmm. But we still have a friendship.
Right.
But, just going back to what I'm talking about, like.
So let me ask you this real quick, just to interject real quick. Are you saying women or people in general should, we keep using the example of dating on like websites or over the net or whatever. Would you say, should you date to date, or should you date to find a person that you can become friends with first and then see where it goes from there?
If you're just talking about dating websites, it's a hit or miss because it's a dating website. Like you're looking to date someone. So me personally, that's just how I feel. I don't really rock with dating websites just because your mentality is dating. I'd rather just be out somewhere, meet somebody, and just talk to them. I'll talk to anybody. Mm-hmm. So just to be like, just networking, whatever the case may be, just to be cool with it. But I get it with dating websites, you want to date somebody. So cool. Like I really can't say anything about that example. But if it's some shit where it's like you meeting that person on the street or somewhere, man, like just be cool with them. Like you can, and I honestly will always think about that. And then even when I read Michael Todd's book, he gave an example of, what, it was these two people that came to me and they wanted to date. And I told them, okay, be friends with each other for 6 months. After that 6 months, come back to me and let me know if y'all really want to date. And they found out, I think, if I can remember, I think they found out that they were just better as friends. I'm not sure, because I read that like last summer. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. I kind of came off of a couple months ago, so yeah, I think you're right.
So it's kind of like, I think if people switch their mindset with that, you'll really know who that person is. You'll know, and people really look to if this person is compatible with them as far as on a dating aspect, not if they're compatible just as a person with them. Because people move different. Like if you want to know if a guy is, he's able to manage a household, manage a bank account, take care of you if you and him have kids. Just how you move, daily in his regular life by himself. If he take care of his business by himself, then more likely he's going to take care of his business with you if y'all want to get married, you have kids.
I agree.
So that whole nice stuff, like, that shouldn't even be on your list. Why would you want to date somebody that's not nice?
Girls don't like nice guys.
And then it's like when they do get nice guys, they be like, oh, he's too nice because, he's too nice. I'm looking for more of this. You're not really looking for nice anyway, because you got a nice guy, then you don't want him because he doesn't have anything else that you're looking for. So just take the nice shit off.
Or you don't know what to do with him.
So just take the shit off.
Or you're in a stage in your life where, You're not the type of guy you want to deal with. You still trying to have fun. You trying to date a boy. You trying to date a man.
Exactly. Take shit off. You may not even want that. That shit may not even matter anyway.
Facts. Big facts.
So number 2.
You got to rear back for that one, boy. That's gonna be a good one.
Number 2 is the exact same thing that I say. Why put something on your list that should be automatic? Someone who's loyal / trust. Why would you want to date anybody that's not trustworthy? That's not loyal. Also, and I'm going to say this, and it might sound crazy.
It's probably going to sound crazy. You have to say that.
You shouldn't be trusting anybody anyway. Not to say that on some all niggas ain't shit, I don't trust them. No, that's not the case. When I say you shouldn't trust anybody, and you can even look this in the Bible, God says not to trust man. If God doesn't trust man and he wants you to just trust him, then why should you trust another human being? Now, I will say this. So I will say this. You can give somebody the benefit of the doubt until they do some shit that makes you not want to put your trust in them. But give that person the benefit of the doubt. And even if it could be a situation where you're with this person for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. They never did anything to make you look at them side-eye about some shit. They may have slipped up one time, whatever their reason is. So out of the times that they did all this good, that one mistake they probably had, okay, cool. Talk about it, see why it happened, how can we resolve it, cool, move on. But I'm not speaking far as, and when people say, oh, you don't trust anybody, you got trust issues. No, it's not trust issues or anything like that. You're giving that person the benefit of the doubt, but it's like nobody can say that they absolutely trust somebody 100% of the time.
Let me ask you this real quick. Mm-hmm. Now, when you say don't trust anyone, are you talking from the friend / dating stage? Or are you talking about even when you get into a relationship and you eventually marry this person? I'm
talking about even then. I'm talking about all the way up.
I just wanted to clarify.
I'm talking about all the way up. And it's like, and we want to go back to the Bible. You know, we were born into sin. We are going to sin. The flesh is weak. So you should look at it as, you know what? And I will even say, I will use trust in this example. Even though I say don't trust anybody, I will use trust in this example. If you're with that person and you know that person's a good person, cool. Trust that person. Don't trust their flesh, because the flesh is weak.
I can agree with that.
Like anything can happen. Like the flesh is weak. It could be some shit where it's like, you know, you wouldn't do anything, but it's just this one time something just happened. Your flesh, you was just, man, weak in that moment. That doesn't make you a bad person. You probably just made that one mistake, and then that one mistake can probably make your relationship strong.
You made a bad decision
You just made a bad decision at that
at a wrong time. Yep, definitely.
So I will say this, and I hate to use the word trust, but I'm just using it so it makes sense. You can trust that person or give that person the benefit of the doubt, but not trust their flesh, because the flesh is weak. So
I like that.
I may get some slack. Hey, whatever.
That's like every week, every time we record, you get some kind of slack. It is what it is. It's your opinion.
To me, I just think more in detail than people. Like everybody thinks on the surface level, or everybody's just with the perspective of what's been said for so many years. Like, why not question certain shit?
think people are afraid to question certain things.
Look, question it. Why is the sky blue? Who made the color blue? Is that really blue? Like, question some shit. Like,
facts.
So it's like with this whole trust thing, like I've been really thinking about that for years. And it's kind of like, there's no way that you can trust somebody 100%. Like 100%. Like that means, dude, no matter what situation, it could be a situation of your girl or your wife is at a job and she's got to go out of town for this job for some type of conference and shit. And she found out that her ex works at this job, and whatever the case may be, they got to be in this room together in one bed.
Oh no! What?
You say you trust them 100% of the time, right? So you got to trust her that she didn't do shit.
I don't think I would be able to get to that level. I don't think so.
So exactly. So there's no way you can have 100% trust. So people need to stop this. Like, oh, I trust him. No, you don't. Because in the back of your mind, you thinking about this shit. It's gonna come up. Yeah. So that's why I said that. Take loyalty or somebody's loyal trust off the list. Know that, okay, the person that I'm going to be with, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, because the more you get to know that person deeply and not on the surface level, you'll be like, okay, I trust that this person is not going to cheat on me maliciously. But I know their flesh. Now, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't trust you. No, like you really have trust issues. You need to get that shit checked out. But you just being like, okay, I know that you're not going to do this maliciously. But if that time comes, we'll talk about it, see what we can do, and then see where we going from there. So gotcha. Those are the two things that I feel like people, not just women, but people in general should just take.
But we're talking about women today, so
we're talking about women. Yeah. I feel like take that shit off y'all list. Like, y'all don't want a nice guy anyway. Stop it. Just shut the fuck up. Y'all don't want that shit. And even if y'all do, it's kind of like you may have had one, or it's kind of like, how you not know if this guy was nice? And if he wasn't nice, why the fuck did you stay so long? I know plenty of women that stayed so long to a guy that was nice. Why?
Lord. Y'all don't come at me. This is him talking right now. Like,
you know the shit. Look, this is shit I was talking about, Sean. This is shit I was talking about, Sean.
No.
We talk about this shit in private. You can say the same shit.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. But people like to include us together. When you say some shit, they be like, y'all.
So wait, you believe in this shit too, right?
I agree. I can agree with a lot of.
Okay, then what the fuck? Don't try to put me out there and shit.
I'm talking about in most situations, even with the percentage thing. I was like,
the percentage shit. I don't give a fuck. The percentage shit.
He said that. Do not. Fuck y'all. Don't put me in that. Do not.
And we gonna talk about that shit too. Fuck y'all about that percentage. That shit right. And when we talk about that shit, I'm gonna break that shit down. Y'all gonna be like, yeah, he was right. But I'm gonna let that shit marinate. Like, yeah,
you know how many comments I heard from that? I'm like, I didn't say that.
I heard that too. Shit.
That's his opinion. Like, I can't do nothing about that. My dad used to say opinions are like assholes. Everybody had one. So that's what he believes. So there you go.
Look, the way I'll break that shit down, y'all will be like, yeah, he ain't lying.
I don't know, man. You get the women to believe that, you're a tough dude, brother. But is that all you had?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, so I want to throw a scenario at you real quick.
Shit.
And we're gonna make this quick. So I've had somebody, a podcast listener of ours, a weekly viewer. They sent me a message, and they kind of wanted us to speak on this a little bit. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take you a scenario. I want you to kind of break it down, and then we're gonna kind of break it down together or whatever. All right. So I'm not gonna say no names or anything, and we're not judging nobody. So we just go say what the situation is. But for this example, to our listeners, women in specific, this is the kind of guy you do not want to date. Okay? Now remember this. You do not want to date this kind of guy. The text message reads as such. Sean, so my future guy calls me and asks me to pick him up from the airport. I said, sure, no problem. Then he said, let me hit you back. I got to take this call. Took the call, and then 5 minutes later, I get a video of him and his ex-girlfriend in her room, in her bed, and he was asshole naked on soft laying there. I texted him and said, you're joking, right? He FaceTimed me and apologizes. And in the midst of his apology, he said, I'm not finna argue with you. Believe what you want to. And I just hung up. Then hours later, he texted me and said, I can't sleep because you won't believe the truth. She says, nigga, what? You sent me the video, then said you tried to delete it. How the hell you tried to delete a message thread and I end up with the video? so, like I said, so and by the way, guys, if you guys want to ask us questions, you can hit us up individually. You can hit us up on our Chill Lounge podcast, our page. If you have any questions, you want us to go over anything, any topics or whatever, we will make sure that we hit it. So this person asked me to kind of talk about this.
And I'm gonna just put this disclaimer out: we're not relationship experts. I'm not relationship expert.
We're not.
Honestly, I'm not because I'm single, so I can't do shit right. I guess I don't know shit.
You guess you're single?
No, I know I'm single, but I'm single because I guess I can't do shit right. I don't know. Shit.
We're not relationship experts, but we've been through the fire enough through the years.
Yeah, we experienced. We've
experienced some shit. Yeah. So we kind of go off of those that knowledge and those different experiences that we've had throughout the past. So what I just told you, what do you get from that? Like, what do you?
I'm trying to figure out.
Obviously, it's not the kind of guy you want to date. But that scenario to me is crazy because you have physical and spatial evidence in the video, and you still try to put it on the woman like it's her fault. Like you believe it. He said, "Believe what you want to believe." Like what you mean? Believe what I want to believe?
So okay, this is my question.
Okay.
She asked you that question, right? Well, she told you that scenario.
Let me ask you this.
What was her question?
Let me ask you this. That wasn't the question. That was the scenario. But I'm asking you, what advice would you give to the women to avoid shit like that?
I mean, there's nothing you can do to avoid someone cheating. If somebody's going to cheat, they're going to cheat.
Okay.
Like, there's no avoiding it. But when it happens and there's no talking. Like, you was butt-ass naked on soft. Like, think about this shit. A motherfucker is on soft, bro. You know how vulnerable this motherfucker is to be on soft on video?
Bruh, let me tell you, when she texted me this, I said, you have to call me. I need the details from this. I cannot, because I had so many questions in my head.
So, okay, what was your question? One, I just want to know, what was her question? Like, what should she do? Like, what do you mean?
I guess it might have been a what should she do question. But the thing that got me was, so how she introduced it to me. She says, Shaun, so my future guy. Let's leave it at that.
Wait. This ain't even her. This basically not her boyfriend.
I don't think so.
She said her future guy. So that means y'all not even together.
I didn't clarify those her boyfriend. I think it was.
How do you not clarify this shit?
Bro, I had so, like I said, I had so many questions.
What was your question? What was your question?
I wanted to know how she was gonna deal with this. Like, what are you gonna do? You got the evidence right there in your hand. Are you gonna continue to entertain this person? Or are you gonna continue to let this person entertain you? Like, what are you gonna do?
My question. That's what I want. My questions would have been,
how'd the girl get your number? Like, what? How did all this transpire?
Wait. The girl sent that.
The girl sent the video.
I thought he accidentally sent the shit.
You know what? Let me look back real quick.
Because you said that he tried to delete the thread.
You know what? My bad. He did send it. He did send the video. The girl didn't send the video.
Okay, so
my bad.
One, my questions would have been, what have you guys established for this to be your quote unquote future man? Y'all are not together. So what was established?
What advice would you give her? Besides fucking run. Get the fuck
out. Don't be mad. One, I guess it's kind of like I really don't know the details because the questions I would ask, like, okay, how long y'all been talking for? What's been established? I mean, for long, not for long, could be anything.
I think it was like a couple months, like she told me.
Okay, like y'all, what have y'all established?
And I'm not gonna read the whole message, but she sent me more of the conversation that they had. And it seems like what he was trying to do, he was trying to deflect the question off of her and make it seem like it was her fault. Like he's kind of like, he stayed in that mode of believe what you want to believe. And to me, that's
so was his face shown? Was his face shown in
the? Yeah. And so, and that's manipulative. And me being a guy, I can honestly say, I like we've been talking about. We have friends that's women, and every time they tell me a story like this, it's like it's manipulative or it's some kind of strange plot behind it. And that's the kind of shit you want to avoid.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to wrap this. I'm wrapping this back up into our topic. Like it's like shit like that. Like that's manipulative. How you gonna say it's her fault? You sent her the video.
So my thing is, we wouldn't even got to that point of that conversation. Honestly, it's like, all right, cool, have fun. Like, we not together.
So, that's gonna sting a little bit. Like that's gonna be something that's gonna sting a little bit. Like, did you really just send me that? But it also depends on how long they've been talking and stuff like that.
You said it for 2 months.
I think it was a couple months.
So it's like, okay. And it said your future man.
Yeah. So that's the part that threw me off when she said that.
I really want to say something that I don't like. I really want to say it, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know that person. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I know that person. So.
Mm-hmm. Now, you might know them through somebody else.
I'm not going to say that.
But just general advice.
So
that's all. Like
just all speaking like. Generally, then.
Yeah, just general advice.
I'm pretty sure that, and this is just my theory. I'm just going to say this is my theory of women. Women are known to talk to more than just one guy, especially when it comes to just a couple of months of talking. I'm sure there was somebody else that she had on the bench. So it's kind of like you probably had somebody on the bench that's probably waiting. And obviously he had somebody not even on the bench. He probably just had both of y'all on the court. And he just got caught on some dumb shit.
Running the place.
Right. Like one of y'all was the point guard, the other one was shooting guard, whatever, however it is. Somebody said in the pick, like, whatever. But that's just my theory. Don't kill me. That's just my theory.
No. We just talking. Like, she probably go watch this episode. I love you.
Look, and I want to say this. I do not know you. If you like, look, I love you. And I hope you definitely get out of that. Like, don't talk to him. Block him. There's a feature on your phone that is brilliant. Trust me.
Yeah, speakers get sweaty.
Trust me. Block him. Because obviously you see that red flag. Who this person was, he probably still gonna be fucking. So that's it.
What was that sound?
I thought you was gonna say something. I stopped.
Nah, no, but
I stopped because I thought you was gonna say something.
You said, but that's my
shit.
buddy, man. I always try to give her advice. I just wanted to swing it, not swing it, but I just wanted to. I was going to say throw it, but that's fucked up too. So I just wanted to introduce that question to you. It just,
so honestly,
it,
whatever
that's
the
the advice
case
I'm
may
gonna give
be,
you. Stop fucking with him. That's what the
yeah,
advice is.
stop fucking with him. Like even the case may be, like all jokes aside, with even the 2 months, I don't know exactly what was established between those two, but if it was something established where it was just like y'all are exclusive with each other, then yes, she has a right to be mad. Not even gonna say like I'm gonna discredit the whole. She probably had somebody on the side. All jokes. It was just basically all jokes.
All jokes. But yeah,
But
really, like
if y'all really have something where y'all were exclusive to each other, then it's like, okay, obviously you see this as a red flag.
Yeah,
it's time to let him know. Right. So be like, you know what? Obviously, you and her still have a thing. Go ahead, do y'all thing. I'm not mad. Just leave me alone.
Yes. And I'll end it with on my end, I'll end it with this. Ladies, you are very important, especially I want to say black women.
Yes.
Y'all are so important to us as black men. Um, just know your value and know your worth at the end of the day.
Yes.
Know what to deal with, what battle to fight and what not to fight. You guys are queens. Just know that um, it is good guys out here, but it's also guys out here that will take advantage of you. It is guys out here that will manipulate you. As you can see, the scenario we just read, that's very manipulative. It's toxic. It's negative. Try to avoid that as much as possible. Know your worth. Stop letting these guys um, feed you these pipe dreams. It's all about action. It's 2021. It's about action. I'm tired of you telling me this. I want you to show me exactly what you've been talking about. Show me. Make sure you can prove that you're worth being with me. So that's what I wanted to say for the ladies. I know it's a lot of other stuff we could have touched on, but we only had time for two or three different avenues that we could go through. But just know your worth. Find that guy that will support you through thick and thin. He will be there with you or for you through whatever. That's the kind of guy you need.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what you said, you definitely said it with know your value. And I know that can get hard, not just for women, but also men too, just generalizing. But we're talking about women. Mm-hmm. Especially with women where it's kind of like you have a timeline in your head of when you want to be in that career, when you want to be married, when you want to have kids. And sometimes it won't go the way you plan. But you still have to stick to that, having yourself at a high value, not settling for just anybody. Like you cannot do that. Even with me playing the side of taking things off your list, that was just two.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
What I want to say is, excuse me, you want to have a list. A list is not a bad thing. A list is only bad when you have irrelevant shit on it.
Facts.
Have some good core value things on your list. You may have like,
are you hungry, nigga?
No, it's burping. It's the shit.
Okay. All I hear is you right in my ear, and I can hear like you.
You just couldn't let that shit go. I could
have the first time.
I could have edited the shit out. Damn shit.
You know me, like I'm gonna say whatever.
Yes. I know, motherfucker.
Go ahead, my bad.
Damn, I'm trying to be serious.
I know. I let it slide the first time, bro. I let it slide. Like I heard it again. I'm like,
trying to be fucking serious and shit.
Okay, back on.
Damn.
Okay, we back.
So there's nothing wrong with having a list. Shut up, bitch. I'm sorry, that was my phone Siri. So you want to have a list.
Edit that part out.
All right, look, can I be serious? Damn.
Go ahead, bro. It's all
Shit.
yours.
So you want to have good core values on your list, not just any random stuff. Sure, we will like those stuff. And I mean like the preference stuff, the stuff that don't matter. Sure, we men want a girl that's thick, look like Meg Thee Stallion, all that stuff. Like, look, all that stuff don't mean anything. You can have that same person that look like Meg Thee Stallion, but her personality is trash. She's not wife material. Mm-hmm. Same thing over women. Like, have those good core values on your list, and just don't sell yourself short.
That's the thing. That's the
like, stop selling yourself short. You're a queen. You should be treated like one. You should be presented like one. So
that's the message of this whole episode.
That's it. You know, we gonna joke, we gonna laugh, we gonna talk, whatever. But like, man,
that's the minutia. That's the minutia of this thing. New vocabulary word.
I see. I was like, that sounds like a fragrance.
You feel me? But no, definitely. Yeah, that's kind of what we wanted to get to, man. That's all I have.
Yeah, that's all I have too, man. But ladies, stop fucking with these no good
boys.
Motherfuckers.
Boys. 30-plus-year-olds with teenage thoughts and ambitions.
I kind of feel like you're looking at me and shit.
No, I wasn't looking at you, brother.
I was about to say.
No, I want to talk about it.
Well, man, great pod, man. I think we really hit the nail on the head on some good points.
Facts,
man.
Facts.
So let us know what y'all think, man. Talk in the damn fucking group shit on Facebook. Like, we got the shit for a reason. Like, ask us some questions. Like, if y'all got any
we'll bring it up just like we did today. We will bring it up.
Man.
Like I told this person I would she said, talk about this. I said, cool. So I brought it up. So if you guys have any questions for it, just let us know. We got the page
and
for a reason.
Whoever you are, leave that motherfucker.
Yeah,
block
that too.
Block.
That too.
You know how many people I got blocked on my phone?
All right, nah.
You
know, right? You know what you're right. You probably do that. Right?
I don't give a fuck. I'll block.
I know.
But man, tune in next week, man. Next episode. We don't know what we're gonna talk about, so just tune in.
We'll figure it out this week.
Also, go on the website for to get this shirt, Black Kings. It's so many other stuff she got.
It's a Black Queen shirt too.
It's a Black Queen shirt. Go ahead and get that. I went and purchased mine. Go ahead. Get it. Support Black businesses. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Thank y'all once again for tuning in with us on another episode of the Chill Lounge podcast. Man, I'm one of your two co-hosts, Hassan.
I am Mr. Shaun Ellis, and we will see you guys next week or the week after that. One of them days.
I know, right? Whatever we feel like.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
We just keep out loud. If it be on that Friday, it be on that Friday. If it don't, it don't.
Put your notifications on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, put your notifications on. Shit, that's what they there for. Yeah. All right, peace out.